Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have two videos because yesterday something went wrong with the audio of the drag look video and it was a mess, and it took so long for it to download it because, you know, it's a long ass video, so there were like separate pieces of video that I needed to edit together. And the processing thing, like, it took 3 hours and then there was no audio, so I had to do it all again. So that's why yesterday there wasn't a video and today there are two. But because the video of yesterday was so long, we're doing a shorter video today, and I am gonna do some story time because y'all been asking, and y'all been asking how I got to influencing and how that kind of worked for me. And I did another video about finding self-love and about what that was like for me and a little bit of my journey, but I never really explained like the influencing part and how that went. So I want to tell something about that. So maybe I am gonna repeat some things that I already told you, but I don't know. We'll see. We're just gonna do it. So basically, I studied photography at the Dragqueen Academy in Rotterdam because I wanted to change something about our visual world and about I just wanted the world to see more fat bodies and fat women in romantic, sexy, fierce represented in sexy, fierce, and romantic ways. Yeah, so not only like in the movies, it's always like the fat person is the funny one and the fat person is the ugly one, and you know, it's always we are always the clowns and the jokers, and we are never desirable, and we are never portrayed romantic. And I wanted to change that because I didn't feel like I needed to change to be sexy or to be fierce or to be beautiful or to be tough. I was all those things already, but the world didn't view me like that, and I wanted the world to see me in that way. And I was like, okay, well, if you want to change something, you have to start with yourself. So I was like, I am gonna make and not gonna lose weight. Like, no, I am gonna change something about our visual culture, and I wanna, you know, be maybe a kind of hack in that. So I studied photography and I started photographing myself there because I started a project of Kim Kardashian, and I did a parody on her, as in the one with the champagne bottle. Like, I did that photo. It's on my website. I will put my website in the caption. And Google. Wait. Go away. I'm hot again. So I'm wearing a sweater. Like, why? I'm sorry. So when on the Dragqueen Academy, Kim Kardashian, so I needed a model, you know, to pose so I could recreate that image. But I was like, yeah, I can get a woman of color, I can get someone with brown hair, I can get a blonde woman, I can get a woman with I don't know, freckles, you know, but there wasn't really a, you know, what was the value of that? So then I decided to photograph myself. And I never stopped. I mean, photography has been such a therapy for me to get to know my body, because looking at yourself in a mirror and seeing yourself on a photograph are two completely different things, because images do so much for us in our way of living, you know. Because Cindy Sherman was actually one of my inspirations. She photographs herself. She makes a lot of self-portraits. And she said, as women, we define ourselves by images of other women. It's not exactly the sentence, but it's, you know, it comes down to that if you see an image of another woman that makes you, like, analyze that, and you are analyzing yourself, and you are like, okay, who am I in this image? Am I in this image? Is this me? Is this representing me? And there was like no representation of me in a way that I wanted to be represented. So I was like, well, then I am just gonna do that. So yeah, I started photographing myself and starting to get to know my body and seeing myself on these photographs, and I was like, wow, this is now my body instead of a size 0, and I love it, you know, and I want to share this with the world. So I continued and I continued and I did several projects, and then I went on an internship to Kenya for 2 months, and that was the best time of my life, one of the best times of my life. And you know, there I realized I shouldn't keep these images in a art gallery or in a white box space. I need to, you know, have the moms and the teenagers and the grandmas, and I wanted to reach everyone and not only the people that would get into a gallery. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start social media and I'm gonna use Instagram. At first it was kind of, I wanted it to be like a sort of scam, you know. I wanted to photograph myself in a way that I would look like a plus size supermodel, but it wasn't true because I wasn't a model. I was just a photography student, and I wanted the world to believe that I was a model. So that was my plan, that was my scheme. But then in Kenya, I think that was around this time, 3 years or 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I guess. Yeah, 2017. And there I came up with a plan, you know. I was like, I need to get this out there. And I was already, you know, feeling myself, and I was, you know, influencing people in like real life in the offline world. And people were telling me like, you should do something with this, you know, you should expand. And I was like, yeah, I know, I have plans, but I was scared, you know, because the online world is a scary place. Because me posting a picture, that will never go away, as in it will never leave social media. I can delete it, but it will always be somewhere, you know. And people can actually, you know, they have access to those images while I mean good with them. With those images, they can have bad intentions with them, maybe. So it was a step for me. I was 19 at the time, 20, and I was like, okay, fuck, am I really gonna do this? And how am I gonna do this? And how does influencing work? And how does social media work? And, you know, it was all a big question mark. And, you know, then you're gonna go online and you're searching like how to grow your Instagram following, how to do this, how to do that, how to influence or whatever. But then not until summer I actually started my Instagram, because I already had an Instagram, of course, as in my personal account. And I already shared, you know, I started from Kenya. Yeah, I think I did. Wait, let me look it up. When I started posting those images of myself and my body. Let me see. Because that's a process, and people should understand that it's not, because I do this video because a lot of girls have been asking me like, how have you started influencing? How do you do it? La la la. And it's not like I woke up and I did it that day and I had like 45,000 followers the next day. I am doing this for 3 years now. This summer I'm doing this for 3 years. So now like 2.5. Let me see. Oh yeah, wait, I know what the turning point was though. Let me see. Images of me and my body. Yeah, so I already on my personal account, I don't know if you follow me there, but you can go back. I guess I shaved my head. Like, this was my hair. I don't know if you can see. No, you can. Oh, you can see. Like, this was my hair. I shaved it like on both sides. And I guess that's where my journey started. And then I started photographing myself in the garden. You know, I made like self-portraits like this. As if my boyfriend had photographed me, or my lover. And I was just being romantic, but I made all the pictures myself. It's also on my website. And then like slowly photos in bikini came, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. And then I actually know that this is like one of the first outfits that I was like, oh my god, I can rock a crop top and I can rock pants that are not hiding me. And from there on, it just took its road, I guess. Oh yeah, and then I did the project of Misk. Oh yeah, and then before I went on my internship, I had how do you say it? A test, as in I needed to show my portfolio and I needed to tell them what I was doing and why I was going on an internship and blah, blah, blah. And then one of the teachers told me, but I had a hard time at Art Academy. Like the first year of Art Academy was a hell for me because I was 17 and I didn't know shit. I didn't know what I was doing and I was told like nothing's wrong but nothing's good, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So I was so confused. But then later on when I started photographing myself, like things just went a right way. So one of the teachers at the test told me like, I envy you because you have so much material that the world needs right now and you have such a power and you know how to or something. And then this was actually the first picture that I made in my room that was not for a project, that was not for Art Academy, that was for my Instagram and myself. And that's where I guess it started, that's where like the thing in my head was like, yeah, I need to bring people into this. I don't want to keep this for myself because this is magic and I need to share it with, as in not that I am magic, but as in the feeling of liberation and the feeling of freedom. That's magic and I need to share that with the world. So then Kenya came, and also there I found out so much about myself and my body and about being desirable, and well, a lot of things happened. Had a lovely time. Oh yeah, and then at the 28th of April 2017 I posted this picture and my caption was hello. Oh yeah, and my caption was this girl's gonna be a plus size model. So that's where I started, with, I don't know, just getting it into, and then I started more and more pictures. Oh yeah, and then I was a model for the Vrije Volk Festival. And I think that's also one of the things that that was my first campaign all over Rotterdam, was like in a bikini. And it was crazy because it was also on this big ass pole. I don't have that on my Instagram. Why not? And then with this picture, I actually opened my Lotte page. And I did that on, let me see. Am I gonna go all the way back? Well, I guess I did it in June or July in the summer break. And I started my Instagram account with that picture, with the bikini picture. And so I started a completely new account because I already had an account of my personal things. But I wanted to start from rock bottom. I wanted to start from, not my high school friends, my middle school friends, I didn't want any of that. I wanted people to follow me for my goal and my purpose, and not because they know me, and I was like, I need to do this from the bottom. I need to start something else. And then also your Instagram name is something, because I contemplated a lot about that, because first I just wanted to call myself Lotte van Eijk, as in my name. But then I figured that I was like gonna combine the first letters of everything, so Lotte, so the first two letters of my name, the first two letters of Van, and the first three letters of Eijk, so Lotte. That was the name. And it was, I don't know, it was catchy. I was like, Lotte, yeah, I can work with that. So that's how I called my page. And then I guess I just started off and I started promoting it on Facebook and with my friends and family. And you have to have patience, and I posted every day, as in the time between 28th of April and June, July, I created already so much content, as in I photographed myself and I had serious ass shoots with myself in my room. I do everything here, I have, in my room tour I showed you, I have some paper rolls and I photograph everything here. Almost everything, or outside, it depends. Sometimes I also go on a field trip with myself or my sister, and I take her with me and we take pictures somewhere else or on vacation or whatever, but mostly things happen here. And then I was like super serious, and I was like, I need to show the world I'm a supermodel, and people were buying it. People were actually buying it. But then I also, like, it went fast, as in I got, the plus size, the body positivity world here in Holland wasn't really that big and wasn't really that loud. And I was like, I'm gonna, I am the heavy guns. We're gonna do the shit. So I guess that from that point, also the body positive community bloomed, as in there were more people coming in, and people were sending me messages like, you know, because of you, I put on a bikini this summer, and that made me like, oh, okay, wow, that is my goal. That's what I want. You know, I don't want people to be like, oh my god, she's a supermodel. No, I want people to be able to tell me like, you made sure that I am living my life again. You gave me my life back. And that was like, okay, drop the facade. I was always being myself, but as in, you are not going to do this for your graduation project. This is not going to be a project. This is going to be you. This is going to be you inspiring people. So from that point on, I just continued, and then I actually became a plus size model because brands were like, we need you and we want you and so now I'm a global as bitch for Dr. Martens. I'm just saying, follow your dreams, do it. So yeah. And also tag your brands, as in I tagged Dr. Martens, and I did that when I was graduating, so that's like 2 years ago. I tagged them in a picture. I'll show you. And everyone was like, oh, that's a bit extreme. And I was like, well, I hope Dr. Martens want to campaign with me with this, because they need to. This is gonna sell, you know? And people were constantly like, well, yeah, but it's a bit extreme. And I actually wanted to print it super large and like hang it over my art academy school so people couldn't get around me. You know, I wanted people to see me. Also people that didn't want to see me, because I want people to get used to other naked bodies and only size zeros. So I wanted to print myself like as large as possible and like hang this, like just wrap the whole building in me. And I wanted to do with this picture. I'm gonna show you. And people were like, yeah, there were so much people that were so supportive, like everyone. But there were also people who were like, yeah, but Dr. Martens will never, you know, collaborate with someone like you. This is a picture. I hope you can see. So I am butt naked and I have my Dr. Martens on. And I tagged them in it. I just tagged them in it. I was like, listen, you need to work with me. And that's 2 years ago. And bitch, 2 years later, I'm in their campaign. I'm just saying, like, follow your dreams. And brands do scout online, and they do scout, and everything that I have accomplished right now is because of my Instagram and because of putting myself out there. So if you have the dream to do what I do, and to inspire people and to influence, as they say, then just do it. You know, believe in yourself. That's all you need. And yeah, I love what I do. I love what I do. Like, the pressure is big. Like, the bigger you get with your following and the bigger and the more people you attract. And now I also combine YouTube with it. So sometimes the pressure of making content is a lot, as in you do it in the weekends. You do it, you know, at night. You're checking your Instagram. You are replying to comments. You are checking everyone out. You are blah, 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 blah. It's 24/7. When I stand up, the first thing I do is check my phone. And sometimes it can get crazy. I'm not gonna, you know, tell you that it's not. It's really, really it is. But it's worth it, because you're helping so much people, and we are giving lives back, and we are saving lives, because people forget that dying doesn't only come from physical diseases or problems. You know, there are a lot of people struggle with mental health issues, and I also believe that your body and mind are connected, so that when your mind is not okay, it will take over your body. So, you know, this whole bullshit about being fat and you're gonna die because you're fat, shut the fuck up. You know, of course fat people die, but there are a lot of thin people that die as well. Like, have you ever been to a hospital? Are there only fat people there? No. But okay, that is for another time. But like, don't let anyone push you off your road. Just do it. Do it, do it, do it, because you will give people their lives back. You will save lives with this. And at the beginning, it will be a lot of free work and getting your name out there. But once you have your name, it's time to make money. And it's time to build a life for yourself, and I'm doing that right now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you got something out of this or some help. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave some love, push the notification button if you want to be notified with a new video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!